Hello, and welcome back to Ranking of Saturn, episode 30. That's right, we have reached the big 3-0. May as well just lay down and die. Nobody wants us around anymore. No, that's not true at all. We have 3 games to play today. A sports game, a pinball game, and a racing game. It might be a somewhat rough episode because we've got to get ourselves through another NFL game. And if you remember, what is it, episode 20? Is when we played our first NFL game. For me, it is like pulling teeth. They are the most confusing, uninteresting, just boring games to exist for me. I do not care. It is probably the one sport in the world I care about the least. But there are 4 of them, unfortunately, that came out in Europe for the Sega Saturn, so I must play them for around half an hour before I can put them on the list. So let's get on with it. The first game we are going to look at today is NFL Quarterback Club 97. Sequel to NFL Quarterback Club 96. My expectations are not high. Close that, open that. The disc is already in the drive. Let's get this over with. Iguana Studios, Iguana Entertainment. Did this one as well, just like the previous one. It seemed that for a while Iguana was Acclaim's go-to sports game developer, before they started letting them make other games. This was the last one. Did they make a Quarterback Club 98? Or did it stop with 97?
NFL Quarterback Club 97, starring Troy Aikman.
Oh God.
Jeff Blake.
We've got like a more animated title screen this time.
Bledsoe. Dave Brown. Mark Brunell. Gary Collins. John Elway.
I don't know who any of these people are.
Boomer Esiason. Jim Everett. Brett Favre. Jeff George. Jim Harbaugh. Jeff Hostetler. Jim Kelly.
How long does this go?
Eric Kramer.
How long does this go for?
Dan Marino.
Hey, I know him. He's the guy who gets kidnapped in Ace Ventura. That's literally the only one I know, and it's because he was in a movie once.
Neil O'Connell. Reed Schuler. Cordell Stewart. Steve Young.
No, that's that. Well, the title screen, I think, is actually not as good as the previous game, because in the previous game, the title screen had a very interesting-looking man telling us to put up or shut up right there on the title screen, and I don't know, that title screen felt like a step down, even though it was animated. And oh my god, we have a third option, because I've been looking very briefly at footage of Quarterback Club 96, and it starts off, the front menu, I believe, only has 2 options. Yeah, it only says play or simulation. Now we have a third option. Play, quick play, or simulation. I don't know. All I remember really about playing 96 mostly is getting very confused by the menus, and then getting even more confused by the game itself. What kind of options do we have? What? Oh, okay. For some reason C is back. Oh, that's quick play. Okay, B is continue, C is back. That is backwards. It should be C to continue, B to go back. Like, that's how almost every single other game does it. See, already we're getting thrown by the menus here. Well, you know, nice presentation. A lot of work. Do we get the name of these stadiums at all, or is it going to be just you have to try and guess what they're called based on this image? Because I have no idea. Well, let's go with this one. Penalties on, weather, auto. Let's choose really bad weather because it's more funny that way. Grass, turf, grass, quarter length. Oh god. Difficulty. Rookie, because I do not care. Configure pad. I should mention that this game comes with a quick reference control guide. Because, oh my god, look at all these controls. Different controls depending on whether you are playing as the quarterback, post-snap run plays, post-snap pass plays, pre-pass, post-snap pass plays, post-pass, offense without ball, post-snap receiving, post-snap ball in air, post-snap non-receiving, ball carrier post-snap, defensive player pre-snap, post-snap general, post-snap ball in air. All of those situations have different controls. What the fuck? Oh my god. I don't... Tackle turbo. Okay. All you really need to know are quarterback pre-snap, offense and defense. That's all you really need to know. Okay. Original roster? Traded roster. Okay. I'm not sure what that is. Was pre-season, traded roster, original roster? Oh, I hit C again. Shit. Okay, start button. I'm so used to hitting C to continue in menus. Pre-season. Okay, the Cowboys or the Steelers. Cowboys, Dolphins, Eagles, Falcons, Giants, Jaguars, Jets, Lions, Oilers, Packers, Panthers, Patriots, Raiders, Rams, Ravens, Redskins, Saints, Seahawks, Steelers. Wait, didn't we already have the Steelers? Oh, no, okay. I'm imagining things. Vikings, 49ers. I don't know, the Bears, okay. Versus... I've never even... I don't care. Continue. What? Oh, quarterback select. Okay, I don't know. Wait, can any quarterback play for any team? That seems wrong. Hang on. What are the default options? Okay. Game does support supposedly up to 12 players, which is impressive. So if you've got two multi-tap adapters and 11 friends who want to play American football with you in an enclosed space, good luck with that. Man, I'm really tempted to just have this set to middle and just watch the AI go and just watch it because I don't care. Okay, whatever. Gotta at least play one game. Oh, thank God the music is stopping. Oh. Okay, weather effects. Nice.
Gentlemen, this is the coin. Seahawks, call it in the air.
Heads.
It's tails.
Fuck.
Bears, will you kick or receive?
Kick.
Bears will kick off. Seahawks, which goal will you defend? Seahawks will defend the south goal.
Oh boy, it's more of this. I don't know. Okay. What button is which? Oh God. Okay. So, from what I can tell, this looks really similar. I mean, it's a little bit different. You can choose from 4 plays at a time now, instead of just 3 at a time. What the fuck? What is all this? What is all this? What is all this? Oh my God. I still don't understand any of it.
Offside.
I don't know. I'm just hitting buttons.
Set! Hut hut!
Okay. Fuck, I don't know. I have nothing to say. Nothing about this is, like, interesting to me in a way that I can comment on. You can press B, make him say hut a bunch. It had numbers under players in a way that made me think that they wanted me to pass to that player, but by the time I hit the button, the button had disappeared from under the player, so nothing happened. Oh, cool, great. Oh, I'm running. Let's try take and go, whatever that is. That didn't go well. Let me just quickly look at some footage. I don't know, man. The players, they don't, It's hard to tell just how much better the actual in-game graphics are. It's, the camera's a little closer in than it was with the previous game.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Oh god, someone shot someone. Someone's got a gun. Okay. Okay. I actually scored something. Holy shit. And this incredibly low resolution player sprite dance. It's so low res, it's almost adorable. I did another one. Is that normal? Isn't play supposed to change directions after a touchdown? I don't... Maybe not? I don't know. That was incredibly weak. Clearly I didn't do that kick correctly. Yeah, I think the camera being more zoomed in is having an unfortunate effect on the look of the player sprites. Is that they're not scaling cleanly, so they all kind of look like super fucked up and uneven. Whereas in the previous game, the camera was more out. So I don't know. The sprites weren't as. Okay. Yeah, you see, look at that ref. He's so, like... Oh, he's so, like, uneven looking because the scaling is sort of, like, just uneven and wrong. Are you not supposed to interfere with passes? I thought that's like the main way you stop shit from going through. No? Am I wrong? Okay.
Incomplete.
Well, whatever I'm doing seems to be working, so I'm going to keep doing it. Oh, he caught it. And he's also doing his very low resolution sprite dance. Oh god. What else we got? What is a double tight end? That's just a funny name. A 44 lead. What? Who comes up with names for these? What's the difference between a yellow play and a red play? Not a clue. A speed synth. What? Oh, cool. Great. Kind of wishing I hadn't picked snow because everything looks kind of grey and washed out because of the snow. All that effort for a single yard. I'm picking plays completely at random because nothing means anything.
Set! Hut, hut! Hut, hut!
And you missed.
It's no good!
Oh, I just remembered, in the previous game there was no on-field referee. The referee was like reduced, like exclusively in like little FMV windows at the screen. Whenever the referee had to make a call, they'd bring up a little window at the top of the screen where a little FMV man would do like his arm signals, you know, to suggest whether or not something was good or bad. I remember that. I think I prefer that to actual on-field sprite ref. I don't know. I like old cheesy FMV. Probably could have kept running a bit more, but no, I just wanted to see him drive. Oh God, someone shot someone else. God. Please, for the love of God, somebody take the gun away. Here are some stats for all the kinds of people who care about stats. I'm going to quit the game and then start a new game without snow, so at least I can see what the regular field looks like. Oh no, okay. It's B. B to select. There we go. Like 99% of Sega Saturn games, A and C are to select something and B is to go back or cancel. For some reason this game is like, no, we're going to do it the other way around. Options. Let's try a different field. Let's try that one. Weather, cold, hot, fair. Autumn. Fair. Weather. Fair. I want to see what good weather looks like. I don't know, the fucking Chiefs versus the Vikings. Who cares? Bono and Moon. I'm just going to leave it to AI. I'm just going to let the AI play. I just want to see what a normal looking game looks like, so I can compare it. So I can compare it to my footage of a normal looking game from the previous title. Alright. The field has more of a texture to it. Because in the Quarterback Club 96, the grass was very like mono-coloured. It's very flat, like single colour to the green of the field. Whereas in this one, there's more of a texture there. They've kind of speckled it with like various different shades of green to try and make it look more like grass as opposed to the solid green of the field in 96. So, you know, you got some some pluses, some minuses. You can select more plays at a time in the play selection screen, 4/3. And the grass texture looks better, but then you no longer have little FMV referee anymore. You've got a real-time sprite referee on the field, which I can understand why that's more desirable from like a authenticity standpoint, but I don't know. I find the little FMV ref way more like charming. FMV is not really a phrase people use anymore, is it? You say FMV at somebody under the age of 30 and they're like, what? What? FMV? What? Makes sense. If you say someone, hey, FMV, it means full motion video. That means fucking nothing in an age where all video now is like minimum 60 frames a second, 1080, you know. The novelty of a little postage stamp sized video file that animates at somewhere between 15 and 30 frames a second in the middle of the screen is completely lost. It's completely gone. Or rather, it's a novelty, but from the other direction. It used to be a novelty because, like, you play a video game, and then you'd get a tiny little video file, and you go, "Oh my god, look at that! It's a video. That's cool." Where if you show someone under the age of 30 that now, they're like, "What the fuck? Why does that look so terrible? Why is the video so small? What the fuck?" We should bring back FMV. We should make a concerted effort to have like little snippets of video in our games with like live action actors delivering very poorly delivered lines in very poorly very cheap looking costumes. We should bring that back. That was a magical time. Oh god. The humanity, someone stop them. Does somebody fire an actual bullet when they do that in real life, or is it a blank? I'm assuming it has to be a blank. Because, you know, you wouldn't fire a gun with an actual bullet in it up into the air in the middle of a stadium full of people, because that bullet's got to come down. Where's it going to come down? Where are we at? We're almost at 35 minutes. You know what? That's enough. It didn't take 5 minutes for us to start playing a game, so... That's enough. I've seen enough. I've seen enough of NFL Quarterback Club 97. That's all we need to know. All we need to know is what we've seen. Okay, so I'm going to immediately go down the list to where NFL Club 96 is. Where is it? Here it is. So, it's basically the same game, like exactly the same game, just with, I don't know, slightly different looking menus and updated player rosters, which I'm going to say is like most sports game sequels in the 90s. Maybe there's like some very slight improvement to the graphics, but like very slight. Like very slight. Like I said, the grass texture looks better in 97 than it does in 96. The menus have been slightly reworked to be more understandable in 97 over 96. The loss of the FMV referee is a tragedy, but I understand why they did it. The extra option for quick play on the main menu is, I imagine, quite a good idea. People who just want to play a very quick game don't have to then trudge through menu after menu after menu just to set up a single game. That was not in 96. Gameplay seems identical from what I can remember. So I'm gonna say purely because of the better menus, more easy to understand menus, more like easy to access quick game features, and better field textures, slightly better looking field textures. I'm going to put NFL Quarterback 97 above NFL Quarterback 96. Congratulations, Iguana, you made a ever so slightly better game. From like a features and presentation standpoint. Although I am disappointed about the lack of FMV referee. Okay. That's that. We did it. We successfully got through another NFL game. Oh my god. 2 down, 2 to go. We've done both of the NFL Quarterback Club games. Now we've got 2 Madden games to get through. It's like Madden 97 and Madden 98. I believe are the only other 2 American football games released in Europe. Okay, let me change over the box art. Let's see, there we go. Oh god, I need a... Alright, the next game we are going to play is a pinball game from Empire Interactive. It is the first game in a relatively long and well-respected series of pinball games. Whoops, come on now. And that game is Pro-Pinball, or its full title, Pro-Pinball The Web. I don't know why it doesn't say The Web on the front of the box, it only says it on the spine, but whatever, that is its full title. Here we go. This is only our 3rd pinball game, I believe. Yeah, there's quite a there's like 4 or 5 pro pinball games. But each pro pinball game is a little bit different to the others, in which typically most pinball games feature a small collection of different tables. And look at this title screen, wow. Whereas pro pinball tends to feature just 1 table per game. But they like to pride themselves on saying that the quality of the tables they present in their games is usually very high, or like they're usually designed by real pinball table designers, supposedly. Oh, slideshow. I want to see a slideshow of this pinball table. Yep. Here are some close-up pictures of this 3D asset that we generated to make 2D backgrounds from. Here you go. Because we all know that there's no way in hell that this console is going to render something like this in real time. Like, realistically, you wouldn't see full 3D pinball tables with this level of fidelity until, like, the absolute earliest, the Xbox 360. And even then, maybe not quite as, you know, high fidelity as this 3D render. Yeah, this certainly is a collection of pictures of this pinball table that we are about to play. They really are proud of their pinball table design they came up with. I think the one that most people remember, the Pro-Pinball game that most people remember, is it Fantastic Journey? Or is it, oh god, there's two. There's like a Lost Continent themed one, which I think is Fantastic Journey, and there's like a New York cab driver themed one, but I don't remember what that one's called. Hang on. I'm going to type Pro-Pinball into Google search. Okay, there's Time Shock, which I guess is about time travel. Oh, we've got a rolling demo here. Oh, that's been re-released recently, apparently. They've been re-releasing them for modern platforms. Yeah, Pro-Pinball The Web, Pro-Pinball Time Shock, Pro-Pinball Big Race USA. That's the one I see most people, when they talk about Pro-Pinball, that's usually the one that most people play. And then Fantastic Journey, which was the last one in 2000. They put out 4 games in 5 years. Yeah, and these games are usually well regarded by people who like pinball games. Again, because they put so much effort into the design of the tables, supposedly, compared to other pinball games. Visuals, soft, sharp. What does that mean? What? Music test, soundpad. Nice.
You'll never defeat me. You'll never defeat me. Outstanding. 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 Mystery. 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 Quick shot. Quick shot. Quick shot.
Double combo! Double combo! Destroy the space station!
Dot matrix. Grid. Solid. That's the display at the back of the table, I imagine. Let's keep it grid. Let's go with sharp visuals. Is that the output resolution? Is that what we're choosing? Are we choosing the difference? Are we choosing low-res progressive scan or high-res interlaced? Is that what we're choosing? Let's choose sharp, just to see. Left flipper, right flipper. Okay, nudge left, nudge right, nudge up. Fire, add a player. Okay. Table view. Okay, so you can choose what view of the table you want. Low, medium, high. Or do you want the display on as well? These angles don't seem that different. So you've got like a low angle view, a medium angle view, or a high angle view. Let's try a low. Low without the dot matrix display.
Au revoir.
Okay. Yeah, this looks like a high-res interlaced.
Pro-Pinball. Welcome.
I think the game broke. The ball is outside the table. Well, that's a really great first impression. Well, that's an incredible first impression.
Pro-Pinball. Welcome.
Oh my god, did the game break? You all saw that. The ball did not... The ball left the table. I don't think that's meant to happen. Uh-oh. Hang on. Let's try again, shall we? Oh dear. Excellent first impression, game. Well done.
Pro-Pinball.
It happened again. You can see it up there. It's at the top of the table, just to the right of the dot matrix display.
Sensor overload.
The ball is stuck. Shall we try again? Third time lucky. I'll tell you what, how about we change an option? Maybe playing it on high-res interlaced is a mistake. Maybe let's try low-res progressive. Maybe there's a bug in the game that makes the game not work correctly in that display mode. That still seems pretty sharp. So what is the difference between soft and sharp?
Pro-Pinball.
Oh my god. What the fuck? Okay, this is not emulation. This is running on a real system. This is not an emulation error. This is a real fucking Sega Saturn. This is... What the... Okay, this is fucked. Okay, let's back out to the main menu again. Huh, this is probably the most disastrous... This is the most disastrous a game has ever looked. Okay, table view. Shall we try a different table view? Let's try high. Let's try a high view. Let's keep the visuals soft, whatever that means.
Au revoir.
Shall we try again? So you hit start to put a coin into the machine, and then you hit B to send the ball up the table.
Go where? Welcome.
It's done it again. The ball is at the top of the screen. You see that white dot at the top of the screen, on slightly to the right of the display? That's the ball, and it's stuck up there. What is happening? Why is the game doing this?
You can't win.
Yeah, this is the kind of shit I would expect to happen on like a shitty emulator, but this is real hardware, and it's doing this anyway. Oh, look, there goes the ball. It's on the table finally, and it's going to clip out. Oh, look, there it goes. Wow. Something is wrong. Something is very, very, very wrong with this game. I'll I'll tell you what. Let's do a clean start. Back out to the BIOS completely. Reload the game from scratch. Maybe something happened in the initial booting process that caused a problem. I don't know. Because that cannot be... That cannot be the game that they shipped. Surely. Surely not. Okay, let's not fuck around with the options. Let's just hit start and start a game with the default options. Okay. I'm hitting the start button.
Go where?
The ball appears to not be clipping through the table this time. I'm going to hit the B button to hit the ball. Oh god, the game works this time. Wow. Wild. Well, there's a bug there, obviously. Exactly what caused that bug, I don't know. Maybe it's going to the options screen and selecting specific options?
Mission activated.
Okay, I'm just continuously.
Magnet activated.
Power level 2. All rescued. Combo. Mission activated.
Okay, I will say that the design of the table is like quite intricate and like nice. You can definitely see like, I guess you can see the benefit of getting real pinball table designers to come in and design the pinball tables for your game. Because there's just something about the look and layout of this table that just feels more authentic than the tables from Digital Pinball or what was the other one? What was the one by Dice we looked at? Digital Pinball was the one that was like had like really nice presentation, but the tables were shit. And then there was True Pinball, which maybe wasn't as slick presentation-wise, but the tables were a little bit more fun. Yeah, this one is like, yeah, this table design looks like it was designed by somebody who really knew what they were doing. Oops. I keep just missing that ball as it comes down. Still though, there is that question of like value for money, right? Those other pinball games we looked at had 4 tables. Oh, I missed the ball. I wasn't paying attention. Those other pinball games both had like 4 tables each, I want to say. Whereas this game just has the one. Like they're that confident about the quality of this one table that they think it's worth the same as, you know, a pinball game with 4 slightly lower quality tables. I don't know. I don't know. I appreciate the variety, I should say. Even though the tables might not be as well designed, this specific table in this game, but the variety of the different tables goes a long way to making up for it.
Game over.
Okay.
Pro-Pinball.
Tell you what, let's back out. Let's try going to the options screen again. And let's try... try messing with some options. Visuals, sharp.
Au revoir.
And let's see if that causes the bug to happen again.
Pro-Pinball.
Nope, it works this time. Okay.
All rescue!
So... Why is the ball blinking now? The ball is blinking in a way that's disconcerting.
One.
I don't think that blinking is meant to be, oof. You see what I mean though, right? The ball is blinking in a way that I don't think is intentional. I think that's another bug. I think we just found another bug. Fuck.
Power level 1.
Yeah, that ball is not right. Shouldn't be doing that. This game's real buggy, I will say.
Power level 2!
Okay. Fuck.
Jump move!
Typical.
Combo!
Seems the weird flickering only happens when the ball is at the back of the table.
Floor 1. Ball rescue ready. Floor 2.
Ugh.
Game over.
Okay. So let's try different option. Does that bug only happen because we selected sharp visuals? Let's try high. Switch it back to soft. I'm gonna look in the manual to see if the manual tells us what soft and sharp visuals mean. Because there appears to be no actual visual difference as far as I can tell. Controls, selecting controls, visuals. 2 levels of focus are available. Soft focus gives slightly softer, lower contrast graphics, which tend to reduce screen flicker on certain parts of the table. Sharp focus is a sharper view, but may cause flicker on some displays. Use left or right on the directional button to select the focus which best suits your display. So what? What? What do you mean? 2 levels of focus. Soft focus gives slightly softer, lower contrast graphics. Sharp focus is a sharper view but may cause flicker on some displays. What? Is it a refresh rate thing? Hang on. Now let's switch it to soft to see if that stops the ball flicker.
Au revoir.
What a strange thing.
Welcome.
Fuck. Straight down the middle. Typical.
Magnet activated.
Is there an operator menu? If we lock the ball behind a flipper for a certain number of seconds, does it unlock a secret feature like on some pinball tables? No? Okay. Ugh. So the ball is no longer flickering. Which is making me feel like selecting sharp visuals was causing that. Fuck. Ugh. God damn it.
Ball fade. Video mode activated.
Big point! Yeah,
Okay.
big point!
Au revoir.
Okay. That was cool. A little mini game there. Neat. Straight down the middle? No?
Mission activated.
Okay, climb the skyscraper. I think we do it by going round the loop.
Magnet activated.
Oh.
All rescued!
Dock is limit. Floor 1.
Here we go. Went round the loop. And we lost the ball.
Game over.
Alright, let's back out to the main menu and try some different options. Let's try and replicate that bug we saw earlier.
Au revoir.
Oh shit. See, now my brain is like poisoned by that NFL game and I accidentally pressed the B button trying to do something.
You out. Miss. Quick.
Jump this!
You'll never defeat.
Okay, let's go to sharp visuals. Go to medium, width at a separate display.
Au revoir.
Now let's see what that does. Okay, so now we've got the backdrop with the display up there instead of it sitting transparently on top of the table.
The web.
Okay, we didn't replicate that weird clipping bug where the ball just clipped through the table.
Power level.
And I guess the ball is not flickering anymore? So we couldn't replicate that either, so maybe selecting sharp visuals doesn't cause the ball to flicker. Cool, so we found 2 bugs while playing this. One of them game breaking, that we don't know what caused it. One of them not game breaking, but still annoying, and we don't know what caused it. Cool, great.
All rescued!
Magnet activated. Full stage. Power level 1.
Power level 2!
Okay.
Video mode activated.
Okay, use flippers to shoot mines. Gets faster. Okay.
Mission activated.
Okay, skyscraper. We've got to go around the loop to climb the skyscraper.
Floor 1.
Fuck. Deadly. Ugh.
Game over.
Game over. Yeah, I don't know what to think about this. It's like the table is it's a good table. I think it's a better table than any of the tables, well, almost any of the tables in the previous 2 pinball games we've played. I think it's better than any of the tables in digital pinball. And it's better than I think it's better than at least all but one of the tables in, what was it called again? True Pinball. But it's the only table. It's the only table, so there's no variety. And I don't know. I would rather take I would take a selection of, you know, maybe slightly less good tables for the sake of variety than a single better design table. Also, you know, those other 2 pinball games were not like incredibly buggy like this game was. We got it. We recorded the bugs. You saw them. I got that shit on camera. Wow. Non-repeatable as well, as far as we can tell. As far as what we tried. But yeah, you know, people really like these pro pinball games, but no one ever talks about the web. It's always Fantastic Journey or the other one. It's either Fantastic Journey or what is it? Have I just been disconnected from the internet? Did my fucking router just start updating and now I've been disconnected? Awesome. Alright, now I can't use Google. Great.
Welcome.
Cool. Anyway. The other one, you know, the other one I mentioned earlier. No one ever talks about this first one. It's always the last two. Yeah. So, you know, it's got nice presentation. The table looks nice. It's a well-designed table. But there's only one of them. And the game has some pretty serious bugs. Boy. Pro-Pinball, everyone. So for that reason, I'm going to say it's worse than True Pinball. I'm going to say it's... I mean, Digital Pinball is not an amazing game. It's got the presentation, but the table design is poor. But it's got the I don't know, it's got the variety of tables, and it is a sharp looking game. So I might even say Pro Pinball the Web is like a worse product, worse experience than Digital Pinball. Also, those bugs, man, holy shit. That one where the pinball just straight up leaves the table. You can't do anything because the pinball is not on the table. It just clips through the side or through the bottom. Oh, that's serious. Nothing like that happened in Digital Pinball. I'll give Digital Pinball that. Yeah, man, like Loaded is more interesting. Just one pinball table, man. You've got to really, really like this one pinball table. You have to absolutely adore this one pinball table to feel like you spent your money well on this game. It's just lack of content, lack of variety. No matter how good the pinball table is, it's just a lack of stuff to do. You know, you've got to really hope you like that one table. Wondering why the top of the box art is cropped off. I want to know whether that's OBS doing that or if that's how the actual art asset is. And nope, that's what the actual image file is. The image file is not a complete box scan. The top edge of the box has been cropped off for some reason. That's a shame. I didn't notice that when I downloaded that. That's a bummer. Wonder why they did that. Maybe the top of the box was like all fucked up. So they're like, just crop it off, it's fine. Yes, like in good conscience, I cannot like say that this game is better than Digital Pinball, because at least Digital Pinball feels like, I don't know, you get more value for your... It's like... I mean, it's irrelevant now because who is buying these games for full price, right? These now, like these are collector items or ROMs you download for an emulator. Like no one is considering original purchase price for these games anymore. But imagine it's 1996 and you want to buy one pinball game and you have Digital Pinball or Pro Pinball. You got to pick one. And it's like digital pinball, high resolution graphics, Pro Pinball, high resolution graphics, digital pinball, 4 different tables, Pro Pinball, just 1. Which one are you more likely to get? Also, I can't ignore the bugs. The bugs are just fucking wild. Like, wow. Shit, man. It's worse than digital pinball. It's worse. It's here somewhere. The design of the table is good. The presentation is good. My problems are the lack of content and the game-breaking bugs. That's my problems. Bug is better, Clockwork Knight is better, World Cup Golf Professional Edition is a better game. I think 3D Lemmings is a more interesting product than this one pinball table that may or may not work correctly. Is that a problem with all versions of this game or just the Sega Saturn version? No idea. Like this is wild to me because people usually speak so highly of the Pro Pinball games. They usually speak so highly of them, but to see this one just kind of really just kind of just embarrass itself so thoroughly. It's pretty wild. It's a better game than Starfighter 3000. It's not as good as Alone in the Dark, Jack is Back. Primal Rage has at least got, like... I don't know. I don't know. I haven't made my mind up on that yet. Off-World Interceptor Extreme has got some pretty... interesting FMV cutscenes, even if they are somewhat ruined by the bad Mystery Science Theatre presentation of them. No, I would still rather play Pro Pinball the Web than Off-World Interceptor Extreme. Johnny Bazooka Tone is a miserable experience. I had more fun playing Pro Pinball than Johnny Bazooka Tone. Johnny Bazooka Tone is a better game. No, sorry, I mean, Pro Pinball is a better game than WrestleMania, the arcade game. Pro Pinball the Web is a better game than Iron Man Exo Man of War. better than Primal Rage. Even with its lack of content and its pretty serious bugs, I would still rather play Pro-Pinball the Web than Primal Rage. Fuck Primal Rage. Yeah, that's a shocker. Was not expecting it to be that low. I was expecting it to put it somewhere between Digital Pinball and I've forgotten the name again. True Pinball. But no, it's all the way down here. Quantity over quality. That's seems to really be what matters for pinball games. Also, no bugs. That also helps. Yikes. Sorry. Sorry, Pro-Pinball the Web. I wish I liked you more, but oh my god. There is nothing of you. Anyway. That is Pro-Pinball the Web. A bummer of a video game. Alright. Moving on to our third and final game for this video. I teased last time that this was another racing game from Psygnosis. Some of you may have already figured out what this game is. In many ways, it mirrors Wipeout 1 for the Sega Saturn because it shares many of the same problems that Wipeout 1 for the Sega Saturn has. And where is it? There it is. The game I am talking about is Destruction Derby. Close that, open that. Hit A. Ah, Destruction Derby. Destruction Derby is a really, well, was a really cool early PlayStation game. Is my internet back yet? My internet is now back. Hang on. Games cannot be saved on this device. An additional 113 blocks of free memory is required to save a game. Pre-start if you wish to continue without saving. Fuck saves, we don't need them. It's by Reflections, okay, and Perfect Entertainment did the Saturn port. Alright. So Psygnosis just published it. Okay. So this game came out in late 95 for the PlayStation and eventually came out almost an entire year later for the Saturn. And the Saturn port is, in many ways, inferior to the PlayStation version. Accelerate, brake, fast steer, okay. Let's see, the PlayStation game is, while I would not call it a looker, it is a relatively competent looking game, especially for when it came out. I would say it was actually not bad looking when it first came out, but, you know, by mid to late 96, most stuff looked better than it. Whereas this 1996 Sega Saturn game looks significantly worse in every way. Lower quality textures, lower frame rate, lower resolution, lower draw distance. It's pretty not great. In terms of its visual presentation. You might think, but hang on, you said the frame rate is bad. The frame rate looks pretty good here. Like, there's no real choppiness to the frame rate whatsoever, that what we're looking at. But then to that I will reply, aha, but you see, there is only one car on screen. That is why the frame rate is good. In the footage that you are seeing right here, that is why. Wait till we get all the cars on screen, then you will see what I mean. Oh, whatever, we're going to choose the standard rookie car. Only 3 cars to choose from, amateur, pro, and whatever the other one was. No, sorry, rookie, amateur, and pro. Those are the 3 difficulty levels. So yeah, your difficulty level is tied to the car that you choose, which is an interesting way of doing it. So you got 5 tracks, which is oh my god. Do you see what I see in this image here? They didn't change this for the non-PlayStation versions. Oh my god. You can see, if you look on the left-hand side of this image, on that white barrier, you can see an extremely low resolution PlayStation logo. That's what that is. That is what that is. That is what that is. That's a very low resolution PlayStation logo, because obviously in the original PlayStation version of the game there must have been barriers on the side of the track that have the PlayStation logo on it. That looks so, it's just, oh my god. And they didn't change it for the art assets used in the other ports. Oh no. Obviously it won't be like that when you actually load up the track, but in this track preview image, that is absolutely what that is. Oh wow, okay. Whatever, we'll go with the standard speedway option here. So you got Wreckin' Racing, Stock Car Racing, which I believe turns off the damage, so it's racing, but without your cars don't take damage. Destruction Derby, which is the big thing that this game does. We'll look at that in a minute, or standard time trials. Let's go with Wrecking Racing. Championship, multiplayer, duel. Trying to find something, and it's surprisingly hard to find this information, but I cannot find out for the life of me if Destruction Derby 1 on the PlayStation has like actual multiplayer, because do not be fooled by this menu option here. This is not real multiplayer. This is a one-player video game. This multiplayer option that they are showing you here is one player completes a race and then he passes the controller to the person next to them who completes a race, then they pass the controller to the person next to them. It is not simultaneous multiplayer, so therefore not real. I'm trying to find out. I used to know this. Whether Destruction Derby 1 on the PlayStation had simultaneous multiplayer. I think it did, but I think it was System Link. I want to say it was System Link multiplayer. So you have to get 2 PlayStations, 2 televisions, and 2 copies of the game, plus the System Link cable. Yes, it is, yes. The PlayStation version does have simultaneous multiplayer, but only via System Link. Okay. So that's one of the features they took out for the Saturn port. The Saturn port is 1 player only. No simultaneous multiplayer for you, if you own the Saturn version. The Saturn is perfectly capable of System Link connectivity, but very, very, very few games bothered to use it. So it's like 3 or 4 games in the Saturn's entire library use it. I think very few.
Second place.
Oof.
Second place.
Just like a lot of other Psygnosis games, there are ads for other Psygnosis products on the side of the... Oh, shit. Oh, Destruction Derby. Ugh, there we go. Yeah, you can see signs on the side of the track for Lemmings 3D, or 3D Lemmings, which is... you know, maybe not a great choice to buy. Unless you really, 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 really like Lemmings and you can't stop yourself. I believe the other tracks have ads for other Psygnosis games. I want to say there's an ad on one of the other tracks for Crazy Ivan, which is a game we have not played yet, but did come out on the Sega Saturn. And I quite like. Crazy Ivan is not a bad game. Crazy Ivan is okay. Might actually be one of the best Psygnosis games for the platform. Oh boy. Ugh. So yeah, this version of the game runs at a lower resolution than the PlayStation version does. The frame rate is maybe not quite as smooth as it is on PlayStation. Missing features like a lack of simultaneous multiplayer in this version. Overall visual presentation is like significantly worse. Just go and look at some side-by-side footage of the Saturn and PlayStation versions and you will know immediately what I mean. The draw distance is worse, so there's like significant pop-in in the background. Stuff in the background pops in to view as you drive down the track. That is much, 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 much more noticeable in this version of the game. Oh my god. Oh, it's getting crazy up here. There we go. It's still relatively playable though, I would say. It's not like... The experience isn't ruined by the downgrades, but it is, you know, significantly impacted.
It's the final lap.
The big screen on this track here, the one that says Sega on it, the one that we're passing right now, on the PlayStation version, that is that shows a replica of your view. PlayStation version is able to make use of the video buffer in order to display basically what the PlayStation is outputting to the TV, but in-game on a virtual screen. Can't do that on the Saturn, or at least not without significant work. Yeah, it's just a much rougher version of the game. Okay, let's try a different track. Try crossover. This track's a nightmare for reasons you're about to find out. Load times are longer, I believe, in the PlayStation version.
Go! Watch those second place.
Oh my god. Yeah, this track is murder. You can see in the bottom right corner there's a top-down display of your car, which displays your condition of the different points of your car. So you've got front corners, front sides, mid sides, back sides, and back corners. Oh shit. Which change colour depending on how much damage you take in those sections. Oh my god, which way the fuck am I going? Turn, please. Oh my god, I can't. Is my steering fucked? I think my steering is screwed. Oh no, it's fine now. Okay, I am doing terribly now because I got completely spun around by that impact and I completely lost track of where I was on the track. This is the main reason why this track is a nightmare. Is this... Oh. Oh, there's that ad for Crazy Ivan. It's hard to tell what it says because the texture is so low res. I like that every time you get spun around or you spin someone else around, a big polygonal like 360 appears on screen to celebrate the fact that you or someone else got spun around. I like that. That's pretty good. Oh god. Please stop. Everything hurts. God damn it. Yeah, there it goes again. Oh, still, for some reason my steering is locked left and I don't know why. No, steer right please. I am holding right on the D-pad and I will not steer. Yeah, I'm not touching the D-pad right now. Oh, this fucking track. God damn it. It's a nightmare. No. Reverse. Forwards please. Fuck's sake. Oh, my steering is fucked. There we go.
Yeah. Your radiator. Oh no!
Yeah, and my car took too much damage. That track is a nightmare. That track feels... To win on that track feels so... It feels like you need luck. You need so much luck to just even finish that race, let alone win it. Because you get knocked about in that crossover point so much. I'm honestly not sure how much better this could have been. This is just a case where a game that was designed from the ground up specifically to take advantage of the PlayStation hardware just fails to look or run well on hardware that is not the PlayStation. That's not surprising. I think we've kind of seen that with almost every single PlayStation to Saturn port we've looked at so far.
Second place. Nice move.
Okay. This course is maybe a little bit more involved. And now there's no like horrible crossover point where you have to dodge traffic that just destroys you. Is like still relatively fun though. Like I said earlier, the game is not ruined by the downgrades. It's still a fun, that's a somewhat fun game to play. My personal favourite Destruction Derby is Destruction Derby 2. But Destruction Derby 1 is still, I would say, Destruction Derby 1 is my second favourite Destruction Derby. I'm not a big fan of Raw, and I never played that PS2 game. So I thought Raw is like, Destruction Derby Raw is like an interesting direction they took it, but it's like, I wasn't really a big fan of the gameplay, of how it felt to play.
Stay out of my way.
Oh my god. But yeah, 2 is a great game on the PlayStation. 2 is a genuinely great PlayStation 1 game. It's hard as shit, because oh my god, that Destruction Derby 2 is maybe one of the hardest racing games of that entire generation. Of the many hours I spent playing Destruction Derby 2 on PlayStation, I don't think I won a single race. The level of like skill and precision you need to win races in 2 is so much higher than the level of skill and precision you need in the first game. Like they tried to turn it into like a real racing game, like a stock car racing game, with added Destruction Derby mode. And it just kind of like, I don't know, it kind of sucked some of a little bit of the fun out of it, but that game had like way more tracks than the first game, way more selectable cars from the first game, because they, unlike the first game, your car selection and difficulty selection were separated. And I think even on easy, on the lowest difficulty, Destruction Derby 2 is like weirdly hard. But it is a much better looking game. The controls feel better and tighter, and there's just so much more like content in terms of like tracks and destruction arenas to choose from. Where this game only has did we say the 5 tracks and 1 destruction arena? It's like, it's a little bit slim. Not a lot there. Alright, let's try one more track and then we'll do a destruction arena, which is like the main like thing that was advertised about this game. Let's do City Heat. So apparently the Saturn version of Destruction Derby only came out in Europe. Is that true? Wikipedia here, I'm looking at the release dates on Wikipedia and there's only one, like it's only showing like Europe for the Saturn version, which is strange to me because surely this game would have at least come out in Japan. I don't know, some of Wikipedia's like release dates are suspect.
Watch those barriers. They'll only slow you down.
Hang on, I've got another better website I can check in a sec to verify that. Oh, there's an ad there on the left for Wipeout. Wipeout, the Saturn version of Wipeout, a much better port than this. I like how this Wild Bill's auto sales billboard on the side of the track there. His head, his animated head, pops in before the rest of the billboard does. So, like for like a split second there, it's just his head by itself floating in empty space. There it is. There are different camera modes, so we can zoom the camera in a little bit if you want a slightly tighter view. I feel like this makes the game harder to play. And there is a first-person view, which is a choice, if that's what you want. Big part of this game is like playing this game effectively is being able to see cars around you. Oh shit. I'm stuck. I can't. Okay. Fuck off. There we go. I feel like if you play in first person, you're kind of like playing with a handicap because you can't see the other cars around you. Interesting choice there, putting a advertising billboard for Destruction Derby in Destruction Derby. It feels kind of I can understand putting up like billboards for Wipeout, Lemmings 3D, and Crazy Ivan, but putting an advertisement for a game in the game you're advertising is maybe a little bit, I don't know, pointless.
It's the final lap.
Final lap. Can we claw back second? Yes, we can. Can we get back first? Is it possible? Nope. We were close, but we couldn't do it. Okay. Alright, so let's end this with with an actual destruction derby, shall we? And like the main, you know, the main reason people played this game. So if you select Destruction Derby, you only get one choice of track, the bowl, because it's the only arena in the game. I think Destruction Derby 2 had at least 4 different arenas, with various different like hazards and designs that were quite interesting. But one only has the one. And if you give me a moment, I'm going to hook up the wheel. Okay, the game is going to go into like an auto demo mode while I do this. Also, while I'm here, let me just follow up on that Saturn version release territories information. Wikipedia only lists Europe for the Saturn version, so let me just go to a website that specializes in Sega Saturn title information. It was released in Japan. So it was released in PAL territories and Japan, just not North America. Okay. Hang on. Let me just get comfortable. Alright. Does this have a controller-specific screen? Does the game acknowledge the existence of the wheel? No, it doesn't. Cool. Whatever. Okay. It does use the wheel, though. So yeah, it came out, let's see. Came out in Europe in August of '96. Came out in Japan in September of '96. So only a month's separation between the European and Japan release, which is fast. It's a fast turnaround. Oh no, please don't. No. I swear to God, you leave the fucking menu alone for like 10 seconds and it freaks out and thinks you're not there anymore. Come on, game. Come on. See, published by Psygnosis in Europe, published by SoftBank in Japan. Okay. Saturn port handled by Perfect Entertainment. Right. Let's go. I'm probably not going to win this because playing this game with anything but a D-pad is a little hard.
Go!
Okay. go first person. Here I go.
Yeah! Yeah!
Oh, this is chaos. Okay, so it does appear to be...
Style for black.
It does appear to be analog steering. Okay, I have to change the camera angle because this is unusable.
Wow! What a race!
Okay, the best way to actually best way to actually win one of these is to drive backwards,
Those barriers, they'll only slow you down.
because your car only becomes destroyed if your engine compartment gets too much damage. The rest of the car, it doesn't matter. So if you kind of just drive around backwards, try to hit stuff with only the back of your car, you can usually survive a lot longer. Just like real destruction derbies.
Wow!
Whoops. God damn it.
Whoa! Wow! Style for black.
You can usually tell when a car is getting close to being knocked out. It's when they start spewing smoke. White smoke means they're low on, I guess we'll call it health, whatever. Black smoke means they're knocked out. They're no longer going to work. So cars with black smoke coming out of them are basically dead and can be ignored.
Blow your radiator.
Close to death. Actually trying to line up and hit people is kind of hard. Oh, my steering's knackered. I can't. There's no neutral. If I don't turn left, I only steer right. So you've got to hold the wheel slightly left just to drive straight. And I'm out. Very silly. Yep. If you notice when you get all the other cars are on screen, the frame rate drops all the way down to about 20 frames a second, which is not unplayable, but it's pretty bad. for a game that targets 30, or in this case 25, because it's the PAL version. Yeah, I have fond memories of playing the Destruction Derby games on PlayStation. Yeah, this Sega Saturn port is not. It's playable, but it's not amazing. Okay. So where are we gonna put it? Well, it's the closest comparison we can make here is where is it? Wipeout, the other Psygnosis racing franchise. I think the Saturn port of Wipeout is a lot better than the Saturn port of Destruction Derby. It still suffers some of the same problems as Destruction Derby, just overall slightly lower visual quality, a slightly less stable frame rate than the PlayStation version. But it is, I think, a much more successful port than Destruction Derby. Destruction Derby has those problems, but more. Destruction Derby is a kind of a textbook example of a bad PlayStation to Sega Saturn conversion. Typically, if you want a decent quality multi-platform title that comes out on the Saturn, the game either needs to be made for the Saturn first and then ported to other platforms, or, well, there are exceptions, or all the different versions have to be developed at the same time as each other. Usually, if you get a game that is made specifically for PlayStation first and then ported from the PlayStation to the Saturn, you end up with very, very, very substandard results. And that's what we have here. Firestorm Thunderhawk 2. Is a better game. Shining Wisdom, I think, is overall a better game, despite its problems. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 is a better game. I would rather play Street Fighter the movie. Wing Arms is better. Okay, let's come at this from the other side. I think Destruction Derby is more fun than Blackfire. It's more interesting than Virtual Golf. It's more fun than Ballerina to Shinden Remix. Speaking of terrible PlayStation to Saturn ports, Ballerina to Shinden Remix, woof. Although I think Destruction Derby is a better port than that. Also a terrible PlayStation to Saturn port, Loaded. I think Destruction Derby is a better game than Loaded. It's a better game than Siberia. I think it's a better game than Titan Wars. It's a better game than Victory Boxing. I think it's more entertaining, even in its compromised form. It's more entertaining than True Pinball. which puts it here somewhere in the 40s. It's better than Virtua Racing. I would rather play Destruction Derby than FIFA Soccer 96. I think it's more fun to play than F1 Challenge. Despite its awful performance and other problems, I think In the Hunt is a better, just a better designed game than Destruction Derby 1. Destruction Derby 1 is like neat, but it's kind of got one thing. It's like a one-trick pony. It does that, you know. It was a very early example of a racing game with an extensive damage model. So I think In the Hunt is a better game. It's not as good as the Horde. It's not as good as Pebble Beach. Road and Track Presents The Need for Speed is a better racing game than Destruction Derby. So is Cyber Speedway. As long as you are using the racing wheel, Hang On GP 96 is a better racing game than the Saturn version of Destruction Derby. I would rather play Destruction Derby than NHL All-Star, but that's not because I think NHL All-Star is a worse game. It's because I don't really care about ice hockey. Like I said before, this is a subjective list. This is my list. I think I would rather play Gen War. I think Gen War is, while kind of a substandard first-person shooter, is... Oh, hang on. Whoops. Accidentally moved some shit in a way that I didn't mean to. Gen War is kind of a substandard first-person shooter, but like it's more interesting, and it's got those FMV sequences. I keep saying I'm a big fan of cheesy live-action FMV. If your game has that, that's usually a big plus. Usually for me. It comes down to Baku Baku. Is Baku Baku Animal World Zookeeper Contest a more entertaining and interesting game than Destruction Derby for the Sega Saturn? It's a good puzzle game. It's got a very charming style to it. It's very charming. Baku Baku is very charming. It's a very thin game, but what's there is very good. Yeah, it is. Destruction Derby is our new 47, just inside the top 50. It's not a great port, but there is still fun to be had if you're willing to put up with the problems, the significant downgrade in visual presentation and resolution and frame rate, and my background video just stopped for some reason. Okay, thanks VLC, you motherfucker. Whatever, let me just close that. That's weird. I've got to figure out a better solution for background videos. The one I'm using right now is not a great choice. I need to figure out a better way to present that. Yeah, Destruction Derby. A good game. Like a much better. I should rather say a much better game on PlayStation. If you want to try it and play the PlayStation version. Don't really, don't seek out the Saturn version unless like you have like a weird sick fascination with Saturn ports like I do. Anyway. That is all from me today. Next week will be a 0.5 episode, another one. And it's not an RPG, which I feel like is what we've almost all of our 0.5 episodes have been. With the exception of Panzer Dragoon 2, all of our 0.5 episodes, I think, have been RPGs. Hang on. Yeah, Virtual Hydlide. Shining Wisdom. Mystaria, The Realms of Lore. Guardian Heroes technically counts as an RPG. It's a side-scrolling beat 'em up with RPG mechanics, and Panzer Dragoon. So yeah. So next week will be a 0.5 episode about a game that is also not an RPG. It is an adventure game that I have great respect for. And we are going to spend an entire episode just playing that one adventure game. I will see you then. Thank you for joining me. My name is the Real Blue Dragon. Goodbye.